Now, if you're tuning into this while it's a video on YouTube, congratulations, you've made it. This is Caveman YT's, or Caveman YouTube's, very first Season 1, Episode 1 of Creedfall. Today we're going to be doing some gameplay tutorials. Not really, but basically I'm going to create a new character on this game. I already have one, but I feel like if I want to do this right, it needs to be a new character. Something that you guys can like see the whole beginning of him or her. I'm probably gonna do a dude, but I'm thinking that this is gonna be a good way to get this game's name out there and have a lot of fun with the game. Because there is so much you can do. Like, you can spend the first day of your gameplay just in the beginning town before you go to the main area of the game. Like, that's how much there is to do. So let's jump into it. See if I can find anything new. As you can see, I have a level 10 already, but I'm gonna create a new game. I hope I can go back. I can. It'll be okay. I'm gonna go normal mode because I'm pretty shitty at this game. So.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Oop, my bad. Definitely doing a dude. Okay, so here's the interesting part. There are 3 classes in this game. The warrior, one-handed heavy weapons, one-handed blades, firearms. Recommended attributes would be strength and endurance. Recommended talents, craftsmanship, vigor. Technical, set elemental traps, firearms, one-handed blades. Cool. His is accuracy and agility. Recommended talents would be science and lockpicking. Magic, basically a mage. This focuses on the use of offensive spells from a distance. Divine magic rings, stasis, one-handed heavy weapons. Mental power, willpower are the recommended attributes. Recommended talents are science and intuition. I'll get through the attributes and talents along with some skills in a little bit. I think I'm gonna do technical this time. Okay, so here is the attributes. As you can see, there's 6 of them. You can decide to which one you want to use on. or use your points on. I only have one. I think I'm gonna start with agility. Then this is where it gets tricky. Science and lockpicking. Charisma is very useful, but I can get to level 5 pretty quick. Okay, there we go. Now we start this up.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics.
Okay, I believe once we go down here, we'll be thrown into a fight. So you'll get to see how that works.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Ha! Kurt! I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Tail. Bind. Square. Okay. For me, it's square, then up to set it as your thing. And then I'm going to do this right away. Actually, that one right there. Then light on that one. There. My timing is shite. Very shite indeed.
What a green blood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the
Hello
basics.
there,
Risk
this
getting
is
your feathers
Creedfall.
plucked at the first sign of
Welcome to
trouble.
the
That
stream.
could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Okay. Now we get to do a 1-on-3 fight. This will be fun. Already did it. See, right there. Okay. Is it really gonna make me go through it again? Oh, yeah. Okay, now they can take Fury, which is basically just a special ability, I guess.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
Okay, so in this game you get to make choices like this. Don't know if there's any consequences to them or if they're just there to be there. But generally
On the
I go with the
contrary,
one that seems
I'm
the
thrilled that
nicest.
both you and Sir de Corsilion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
This game looks so beautiful. I mean, some of the animations when talking, they're kind of dull, but otherwise, look out there, man. It's like a modern day utopia.
It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our...
You can add companions, so you can have 2 at a time. I've only gotten up to...
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors
4 or
of
5.
Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before
Maybe
our
6.
departure. Their dwellings are not far from here.
I'm
We
not
could
sure.
go there first.
Very well.
Let's see.
Do you think Constantine will
One
be
from the
waiting for
Knots,
his next
Kurt,
mission?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of
Thélème.
inspection.
and then the Bridge Alliance. I think that's 5.
To my help! And death to the others!
Got a sword already. Damn. Oh, they use short swords. Interesting. I did not know that. And this is my rusted saber. Huh. Did not know that. Oh, you can also customize your companion's appearance from his hat down to his neck equipment and boots. And his sword. So, like, if you can find a better sword that fits him. Like, he likes the two-handed swords. He could probably use all this other stuff, but he won't be as good. So, I suggest at some point, if you play this game, definitely equip your companions with the best of the best. It'll save you from a lot of stuff. I'm gonna start a side mission because I like doing them first. Literally first time ever being down that way. That's got some pretty dank loot. Well, since we're right here, might as well hit this guy up.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
These guys are assholes.
The prince would indeed give us his blessing.
Once you get further in the story, you actually run into one of their inquisitors, which is basically like the guys who went around hunting witches, but instead they're trying to convert the natives on said island into them, and it's just like, really, bro?
If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sardet.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
But normally when you run around cities, you'll be able to find loot boxes filled with all sorts of goodies.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is... Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agreed to reimburse the original payment...
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
We shall return. See you soon.
There's a few ways you could actually do this quest. If you don't have good enough intuition, this is generally the best, but I guess I can't get in there yet, so maybe I need to go through the other routes first. But I'm actually gonna try going this way quick. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. Well,
And so you're
I
back,
can
sir.
do it this.
Do you have our second payment with?
Don't count on it. I don't think you
Sorry for
understand who
skipping
you're
every
dealing
once
with.
in a while. I
Perhaps
just don't have
failed
the
to
patience
present
after
myself
being
properly.
through this once
Lord
already.
de
But
Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our
some of
conversation,
these are just
you
so long.
explained
It's
to me
like,
that your
okay, we
master
get the
forced
point.
you to commit a
You're
crime. That's
important guy,
regrettable.
but
Especially as you will be considered
Come on,
his
man.
accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
I beg your pardon, sir, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant of the guard was quite specific, saying this affair should be handled with extreme discretion. So I seriously doubt that you'll be wanting to drag us in front of a judge. That would stir up the muck.
Whatever is he talking about, Kurt?
Your guess is as good as mine.
This is preposterous. Your master is a thief. I have no patience for bandits and robbers. Either you give us back what's ours, or we'll take it.
Your idea of diplomacy isn't all that different from my own.
To the devil with ya.
Since you leave us no choice.
The merchant's clerk isn't hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength. Sorry, Greenblood. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have gotten you mixed up in this. To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get messy!
Stop! I beg of you.
He seems to have grown wiser all of a sudden.
Yes, yes. Don't hit me anymore.
Very well. I'm counting on you to deliver this merchandise as quickly as possible.
Yes, good sir. I'll take care of it immediately.
also there's crafting benches where you can upgrade your weapons, like so. Basically, you could take any weapon and make it one of the best weapons in the game just by doing this. Same thing goes for armor. If it has these dots by undercrafting, you can upgrade them and they'll become better. This is all your potions and crap. And then this is quest stuff. So at some point you can do laced drinks, sleeping potions, and metal dowels. Here's one of those loot boxes I was talking about earlier.
Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity.
We'll deal with that guy in a little bit.
Are your boots warm? Welcome. It's such a pleasure. Have you seen anything?
These are some of the weapons that you can get if you have enough money right off the bat, but it's pretty hard to get all that money together. But there are these ones. But I'm more here for the armor.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Sir Desade, I presume.
Yes, we were fine.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though...
Blast me, I'm a captain.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well.
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent with the Port Authority formality, and we've already lost quite a bit of time.
Are you blatantly asking us to...
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking...
Well, now, but this card...
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience.
Huh. Never knew this was here. Generally, when you find boards like this on the island, which we'll be going to at some point, it's gonna be it's gonna have job postings where you can pick them up, do them, get some coin for them. That way you can upgrade your weapons, armor, and such, or your companions' weapons and armor. Either way, it's a pretty good deal. Right now, can't really do much other than the quest I gave it to you, but As you can see, everyone here is suffering from a terrible disease called the Malachor. Basically, it's, from what I understand so far, it's a curse placed on them from a long time ago. So if you just randomly wander around, you'll eventually find your
Do you hear that?
cousin.
Yes, that's Constantine's voice. It's coming from the upper floor. It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful.
This is a good way to get loot pretty early on in the game, actually. But I don't really want to do this right now, so I'm going to turn around. Welcome back. I want to get the coin merchant quest as far as I can. So I need to talk to the captain, sneak into the harbor master's office, steal a uniform.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Have you seen anyone wandering about?
Take a look around. As long as they don't try and get us said.
A smuggler?
In the port, Jay? Might I ask?
A couple of heretics are planning...
Happy to see that you just so happen they're making quite some ruckus. We, of course, refuse. I'm sorry, Your Ex, but we won't allow you to make a search to grab them.
What do you mean?
That's discretion.
You haven't heard anything about... To be honest, we...
Did you? My men's that...
Let's...
Happy.
I have a favor to ask.
We would... All merchandise.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few... Captain.
He's gone in to place all that is not...
Sorry.
In that case... When did you...
It was about the...
Does the boy...
I don't...
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
To my help! And death to the others!
Yeah, I'm just gonna let myself die here. Okay, so we're gonna run that back just a little bit. And then I'm only gonna be playing for another about 15 minutes. So we're running back. Play for another 15 minutes, which is basically me breaking into this area, hopefully not getting caught again, and kicking some ass.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler,
I might just have to murder the one dude.
Need to find a way into his
Which I
jail.
don't really want to do.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
To my help! Death to the others! Move!
That sucked. Oh well, it was gonna happen eventually. I'll make nice knots. I always do. Once Vasco gives you his quest, it starts to be pretty easy. Huh. Lockpicking definitely gives you better chance of getting stuff. Like when I first went through all this, I didn't have lockpicking, so I couldn't get like anything but in that chest. Like everything else was locked, so I couldn't open it. But there's like always 3 chests that you need lockpicking for. Or more, depending on
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
what kind of place you are going into. So yeah, kind of getting distracted. I recommend, if you don't want to lose reputation with the knots this early on in the game, then don't get caught sneaking in, or don't kill anyone. Forget lockpicking, because you could always put on the sailor's uniform, which I'll show you in a sec, or right now. It's fairly easy. I'm gonna put that one on. Okay, so basically once you look like this, the knots won't care about what happens, because as long as you don't get too close to them, you can pretty much get away with anything.
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting... The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Oh, forgot about one thing. So if you talk to the smuggler before, or the people smuggler before you go in here, there'll be a second quest in this warehouse that you can do, but it's not that important right now. I'll deal with it in a second, or I'll deal with it next episode. See, that's what I mean. Like, you can be doing 100 different things all at once in this game, and time flies so fast. It's almost impossible to get everything done within a
Captain,
1
sir,
hour streaming period
we
or
were
2
given
hour
orders to
streaming
wait here
period.
with the merchandise.
Like, the
The way
beginning
is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet
is
about it.
just
You
the
won't have much
beginning
time to
of the
move it.
beginning,
Don't you be
honestly.
worrying now.
There's still going to be
We're
so
off.
much more to
The
do.
warehouse is at the end to
It's
the
going to
right
be
there.
crazy.
You
I hope
can't miss it.
you guys tune
Move
in.
out. Quick steps.
But I'm going to be going to a wild game. So thank you so much for tuning in. Whether it's live, watching the video, I don't care. You tuned in. That's what matters. And I'm appreciative of that. So, thanks once again. Hope you enjoyed. And honestly, if you thought this game looked cool, you should get it. Spread the word about it. This game is fantastic. There's so much to do. There's so many possibilities. You could be bad guys or a bad guy to everyone and still complete the game. Probably you'd probably have a hell of a time doing it because no one would want to help you. But if you manage to make nice with all of your companions somehow, there is a chance that everything works out happy ever after. But there is a high chance of you also going to war if you don't make nice with everyone and keep them nice. It's a very fragile game. I'll let you know that right now. Okay. This is me, Caveman, signing off. Peace. Once I figure out how to stop broadcasting.